always look out for numero uno. What's in it for me?
Dear Parole Board, please consider Mary Ann Gliarden's cooperation with the Kids of Mystery Incorporated as a means of giving her time off for good behavior.
Let me see that.
Hey, Scooby-Doo, let's see if we can find the chow line. Like I think I smelled the cafeteria on our way in.
Well, follow my nose.
Like, dude, way to go, Scooby's nose.
What are you in for?
The food.
Excuse me, Mr. Prison Convict.
Like, mind if we sit down?
It's a free country.
You're going to be in danger anyway from Krampus, Mary Ann. You might as well help with his capture.
Your theory is built on a weak hypothesis that does not stand up to scientific scrutiny. Answer still, no. I got nothing to worry about. I'm in prison, remember?
Do not be so sure about that.
Run, Mary Ann! Run!
Freddy, no!
It's okay. I'm fine. Come on.
We'll be right with you. Like, just as soon as we finish our delicious 2-month-old prison cover.
We were so close. The only thing I hate worse than not finishing a trap
Is almost finishing it.
Come on! We can't let Krampus get away!
It's the old haunted toy factory. Didn't they turn this place into an orphanage?
No, Daff. You're thinking of the old haunted orphanage across the street.
Like, dude, this place is uber creepy. Why would Krampus go in there?
Because it's the worst place it could possibly go.
Now, Brad. Now, Judy. Let us finish this.
Come on! Split up! Go down each side!
Like, I hope they're not talking to us.
Yeah, I'm too young to be a dada.
Now, guys, pull the ropes! Grab the tarps!
Frederick.
Now, let's see who Krampus really is.
Charlie the Haunted Robot? Like what?
That doesn't make sense.
Charlie isn't human, so that means someone must be controlling him.
But who?
Who's that?
Like it has to be the old Mystery Incorporated.
But why were they here?
I'll tell you why. Because they took it. They took the briefcase.
Perfect.
All the pieces of...
The planispheric disc are ours?
I believe it's time to put all of it together.
I don't understand.
Where are our pieces?
If you're watching this, you're probably wondering what's happened to your pieces of the planispheric disc. In a word, you've been scammed, conned, bamboozled.
That's 3 words, Fred, but I think they get the idea. We did this to you.
Yeah.
And we will be more than happy to tell you how we did it.
It was all an elaborate plan masterminded by your very own Freddy.
We created Krampus by borrowing Charlie the Haunted Robot and dressing him up in clothes we bought off German gypsies who live in Crystal Cove's haunted forest.
As for Krampus moving around, he was being remote controlled by Jason Wyatt, who agreed to help for lenience from the mayor on his mother's sentence.
Like Jason also helped create an invisible aerosol that was used to turn hair white and make it grow long for added effect.
We needed to keep you away from the vault. You following us, following Krampus, was the perfect way to keep you distracted so we could carry out our master plan, breaking into Mr. E's vault.
Freddy planted a bug on Brad Child's clothing so that we could get the code to the vault.
And once we had that code,
We could give it to our operative. Someone with intimate knowledge of Mr. E's lair. Hot dog water.
Hot dog water?
I still know how to get in touch with her.
Like when Velma told Hot Dog Water what we had planned, HDW was in.
and while we stole the real pieces,
You were stealing fake ones.
The real pieces were instead safely hidden with the one person no one would ever suspect. Fred's fake father, the ex-Mayor Jones.
My not really my dad may have betrayed us once to get the disc pieces, but when he heard what we were planning, he was more than glad to help us take you down.
And like Mary Ann Glierdon also agreed to help us after the current mayor offered her lenience on her sentence.
she really wants to go back to the 7th grade.
I guess I secretly hoped you guys might not try to steal the pieces from us, but I guess I always knew you would. Which leaves me with only one thing left to say. Real mom, real dad, don't expect me home for dinner. Ever.
And we're taking Nova with us, too. You don't deserve it.
Oh, let's see what it looks like. The whole planispheric disc.
Like, whoa.
It's beautiful.
We have the whole thing. That leaves only one question.
What do we do now?
Player for the planispheric disc. The sooner we find out what this is supposed to do, the sooner we'll solve the mystery of the cursed treasure. Nibiru! Jeepers, Fred! You're living in a van down by the river!
I didn't have much choice.
My folks have 20 spare bedrooms in the house, and I'm sure if you moved in, they wouldn't even notice! You and Nova should be okay in here.
Nibiru is coming. This has all happened before. It begins with the animal. The dog dies.
Is he talking about me?
If each of the pieces reveals a location, then all of the pieces together should show us the treasure. Jeepers, it could be a cache of diamonds.
In a gold trap.
Covered in hot fudge.
And like wrapped in a burrito.
What would be your opinion, Nova?
Shinkies, look at this, gang. Senor P. Yave.
Like, what kind of name is that? Hey, what's the deal with the numbers?
Maybe the numbers are more coordinates. This could be the ultimate treasure destination. We should be ready to expect anything.
You have to help me!
Sheriff, what's wrong?
We're in the middle of a full-scale galactic war, and the Earth is the prize! Recently, these memories came flooding back to me. I was 14, home alone, doing what all kids did when their mom was gone. Rifle through her drawers, looking for old candy and a used lipstick container I could store my baby teeth in. Don't act like you never did it!
No.
Never.
Creepy.
Anyway, there I was, late one night in the closet, playing dead justice and pretending to fight Nitro Wazinski, when I heard something otherworldly coming from outside. And then all of a sudden, this bright light appeared from outside. I felt a presence in the room. I was paralyzed. And then, it came for me.
What came for you?
An EBE.
An Ebe?
No, an EBE, an extraterrestrial biological entity. An alien being from far beyond the stars. A gray.
Gray what?
A gray alien, you know, with dinky little bodies, great big heads, smooth, hairless skin. Aren't you people paying attention?
So, like, you were abducted by an alien.
You could have just said that. It would have been much clearer.
Oh, thanks for the tip, Mushmouth.
Enough, you two. Continue, Sheriff.
As I was trying to say, they took me to their saucer and put a chip in my nasal cavity so they could track me and steal my memories and make me do awful things.
What kinds of awful things?
Awful things! Awful!
Like, all right, we get it.
Awful things.
Have you told anyone else about this? Like maybe a licensed psychiatric professional?
Oh, you don't believe me? Well, take a look at this.
You were abducted by a teeth whitening kiosk?
What? Oh, that little gray beastie was right there. Oh, they're so crafty. I need your help. I'm obviously desperate, which is why I came to 4 child detectives and their talking dog for help. Now we must be vigilant. They're very advanced.
Hang on, gang. Check out that store.
Sheriff, this might be a good time for you to do some sheriffing.
Hello, not real law enforcementers. I'm Sheriff Bronson Stone.
This is a minor theft, Sheriff. Some high-tech GPS thingamajigger. We're, gonna check out the security footage if you want to tag along.
It's a gray. Hide me!
I don't know, Sheriff. It kind of looks like a kid in a sweatshirt.
There's another one.
Holy battle beyond the stars, it's a Nordic alien!
Or a woman holding a newspaper in front of her face.
Don't be fooled by their Nordic good looks and peaceful demeanors, girly.
Then, like, what's that?
A reptoid. Shapeshifters from Alpha Draconis. We're being invaded from all sides! While some call the Nordic aliens our space brothers, the less nitwitted among us, by which I mean me, know why they're really here, and that is to conquer and enslave us.
Is that why the lizard aliens came here too?
No. The reptoids are already here, living in the middle of our planet in a sanctuary called Hollow Earth.
Oh, for the love
What was that?
Jinkies! She was part of the Benevolent Lodge of Mystery, the mystery-solving gang formed by Burlington in the 1880s. And when I got back from the Burlington Library, someone had pinned a picture of another mystery-solving group on my wall. The Darrow family. Including us and the original Mystery Incorporated, that makes 4 groups. My guess? There's more. Almost as if This has all happened before.
Exactly right, Mystery Incorporated.
Professor Pericles!
Ah, lovely. I see you have met what's left of Frau Gluck. I met Frau...
Assistant Curator Anna Akadevna, why did you insist upon coming with me? This is a terrible place.
I knew you would need my help.
Nah, selling such a priceless artifact at the House of Baba Yaga to the decadent bourgeois Westerners of Crystal Cove. It is too much.
Calm yourself, Curator Vronsky. They will get what is coming to them very soon.
You seem angry, Anna Akadevna.
Just protective of Mother Russia and all her treasures.
Wait, what is that noise? It is Baba Yaga! Her terror is upon us!
Traps are about more than catching violent, misguided criminals. No offense, Hot Dog Water.
189 to dispatch. We need an ambulance out here on Route 21. The house just ran us off the road. Repeat that, 189? A house? It had, chicken legs. It just about destroyed us before it disappeared into the haunted hills.
Stay put, 189. Help is on the way.
A house? With chicken legs? That sounds like something we should investigate. Wouldn't you say, V? Yeah, Marcy. Sounds like a perfect training opportunity. So, being as this is my first official case, any advice?
Like the fine art of mystery solving can take a lifetime to master.
Or longer.
Right. Now, like, you should just concentrate on the basics. Food, running away, and traps.
And food?
Right, Scoob. Food, running away, traps, and food.
And running away?
Right. Food, running away, traps, food, and running away.
Just ignore them. Let me tell you the real key to solving mysteries. Finding clues. And we just found a big one.
This is more than a clue. It's the whole mystery.
Mr. E say anything about this? No. And I think he would have mentioned a house coming alive and running away. Keep your eyes open.
I think it's gone.
Yeah, but it left behind a clue.
And this is the clearing where Baba Yaga and her house attacked us, Sheriff Stone.
Yep, it's definitely a clearing. Interesting how it's clear of any trees, like a, clearing.
This is horrible. I never should have brought the Baba Yaga exhibit to this terrible country. Should have known it would awaken the witch. Now she will never stop until she destroys us all!
Destroys us?
Yes, this is a shame. But as emergency mayor, I'm thinking it's not a total loss. This area will become a bona fide top-notch nickel-plated revenue-generating tour. Once again.
Sheriff, you are not the mayor.
I don't see anybody else around here getting excited that the haunted hills of doom are infested by a horrible Russian hag.
Curator Vronsky, wasn't there a woman with you? Did you bring your assistant to America as well?
Da. Tragic. Anna Arkadevna. She was attacked and devoured by the witch.
We better call Mr. E.
Report.
We lost Baba Yaga and her chicken leg house.
I don't have to remind you girls how important this is. Go back and search after everyone leaves as if your jobs depended on it. Because they do.
Like Freddy? Have you been here all by yourself since your, not dad went to jail?
By myself? Please. I've got Mr. Trapples to keep me company. Isn't that right, Mr. Trapples?
Okay. Scoob, is something wrong, pal? Scooby-Doo!
Velma and Mr. E are working together. I heard you talking on the phone.
Like, no way. Velma would never work for Mr. E. Would she?
I don't know. People change. She was pretty mad at us for leaving her behind. What's that, Mr. Trapples? Mr. Trapples thinks we should check it out, just to be sure. Lead the way, Scoob.
This is stupid. How are we gonna find Baba Yaga in all this? Elementary, my dear Marcy. We follow the trail of weird liquid I saw leaking from the house. Something familiar about this stuff, but I can't quite place it. There it is! And it looks like no one's home. Come on. I don't see it. Do you see it? No. But maybe if we think in Russian. Frozen tundra, borscht, muscular women. Amber boxes! Bingo! Is that it? What Mr. E was looking for? Uh-huh. The third piece of the planispheric disc. We found it!
Yeah. Too bad you won't be keeping it.
How long have you been standing there?
Don't try that. You know the concept of time confuses me.
Velma, are you working for Mr. E?
Yes, but it's not what you think. When you left me behind, I didn't have much choice but to team up with Mr. E. And second, I'm only doing this to stop Professor Pericles from finding any more pieces of the disc.
But Velma, you know Mr. E can't be trusted. None of them can.
I was never going to give him this. Fred, I'm on your side.
From Baba Yaga and her house! Stay away! We'll be the son of your house, and you will never be heard from again!
Look, gang! Mr. Trapples grabbed a piece of the planispheric disc! Isn't he great? Everybody else okay?
Shaggy? Don't touch him. He's mine, Shaggy. I should be the one to bury him.
Bury me?
Shaggy, you're okay. You're okay.
Yeah, and I'm not one of your boobs. So, like, no burying.
Check it out. It's that same liquid again. I thought I recognized it. It's hydraulic fluid. My dad used to use this stuff at our amusement park. Jinkies, and look, there's something in it.
Let me see that. Gang, I think I know someone who can help us.
No, go! Didn't I make myself clear the other day?
Look, Daff, I know you're mad at the gang.
I'm mad at you, Fred!
However you want to word it. But we need your help, for old time's sake.
Fine, but make it fast.
Does this look familiar?
Sure, it's a piece of a Fabergé egg. We used to have a bunch, but Mom kept trying to boil them.
Scooby-Doo, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yep. Fabergé omelet.
Yummy. I knew you could help us, Daphne. You were always so good with clues and calling me Freddy and blinking and... Wow, were your knuckles always this big?
Daphne, the hot tub's bubbling our names and I've untethered the dolphins. Oh, hey, school chums. What are you doing here?
Definitely not looking at your abs.
You like these? You should check out my back abs.
I like to call them Babs, Fred, and Shaggy and Scooby. I think you better leave. Now. Daphne stopped you cold again? That's gotta be hard to take. I mean, no offense, Fred.
Whatever. We are so over it. Right, Mr. Trapples?
Is that Daphne's actual hair?
Huh? Oh, yeah, weird. Can we change the subject?
So when do you guys, find out about the hydraulic fluid?
Well, weirdly, besides amusement parks, the only other place that type of fluid is used is in ships.
And the Baba Yaga exhibit came to town on a freighter from Mother Russia.
Which means it's time for a visit to the Crystal Cove docks. This is the freighter.
And now let's see who Baba Yaga really is.
Exactly. He was using Baba Yaga's house to smuggle stolen Fabergé eggs into the country.
That's right. I was going to save them on the black market. Finally, I was to be a rich capitalist with all my loot. I had it planned perfectly. Before becoming a museum curator, I spent many years in Space Mass, Soviet Special Forces. This allowed me to make modifications on the house using what I could find on the ship. I even put a remote control in my walking stick to move the house. I needed to get Assistant Curator Anna Arkadyevna out of the way before she became suspicious of my plan. I tied her up and kept her prisoner in the house, while I donned the Baba Yaga costume and used a voice modulator to frighten away the curious. But when one of the legs was damaged, I had to alter the plan. But you brats kept interrupting my repair of the legs. I could not leave any of my precious eggs behind. There were too many. I needed a house to carry them home. And I would have gotten away with it too, if it wasn't for you decadent bourgeois teenagers and your slobbering democracy-loving dog.
I had my suspicions of Vronsky all along. That is why I came with him. Thank you for saving the Fabergé eggs, our national treasure. See, Marcy? I knew it would work out. It's good having you around.
It's good to be around. I'm really happy. We're a pretty great team, don't you guys think?
Sure. I guess, Hot Dog Water.
I like how you smell like hot dogs. I'm happy you're here too, Hot Dog Water. But don't take this the wrong way. I still want my Daphne back. The Daphne who used to care about me, who used to assure me that dreams can come true unless they involve wingless flight and setting objects on fire with my mind. My Daphne is a queen, a shining angel, prancing up the side of a rainbow and smelling like a baby fawn covered in honey, not some cylindrical pork byproduct sweating in a greasy vat of brine. Sorry, Hot Dog Water, no offense. Like I said, I'm happy you're here.
Hello, Hot Dog Water.
Mr. E,
Say that. I've been watching. It's clear we can't trust Velma anymore.
No.
I think maybe we should give her another chance. Talk to her.
Don't go making friends, Hot Dog Water. I put you in there as my eyes and ears. You do as I say. And definitely don't side with Mystery Incorporated. Their days are numbered.
Previously on Mystery Incorporated.
We must let nothing stop us from retrieving the other 3 pieces of the planispheric disk from the Kinder.
Hey there, son.
What are you doing, dear? Tell Professor Pericles the rest of the planispheric disk
Is ours for the taking? I don't understand.
Where are our pieces?
You're probably wondering what's happened to your pieces of the planispheric disk. You've been scammed, conned, bamboozled.
We did this to you. Let's see what it looks like. The whole planispheric disk.
We have the whole thing. That leaves only one question.
What do we do now?
Reggie, if it weren't for you, I think I'd lose my mind. I know I'm meant to be more than a simple security guard with a keen interest in birds. Bradley Crown was made for greater challenges. If only destiny would step in. Good shot, Race.
Thanks, Dr. Quest. With a kisser like his, a bazooka blast can only be an improvement. Gone. But what was it, Doctor?
We may never know, Race, but something tells me we haven't seen the last of that demonic dragon.
Get up, boy. Reggie, no! You've got to help him. He saved my life.
I know if that were Bandit lying there. Very well. I'll do it. Race, ready the quest lab. This dog isn't dying on my watch.
Hi, gang.
Welcome to my new humble abode.
Humble? Jeepers, Fred. You're living in a van down by the river.
And loving it. Besides, I didn't have much choice, seeing as my real parents turned out to be even more evil than my fake dad was.
Well, as much as we'd love to stay, Bumble wants us down at City Hall ASAP. You're probably wondering why I've gathered you all together.
I wasn't.
Me neither. I'm just excited to see electric lights again.
I've cobbled together a rudimentary player for the planispheric disk. The sooner we find out what this is supposed to do, the sooner we'll solve the mystery of the cursed treasure. Nibiru! That's the same word Abigail Gluck said.
Goop. Like, yeah, the one that means...
That came from the records room. Gang, look. He must have passed out from exhaustion trying to load this vintage reel-to-reel hi-fi stereo.
That's not a stereo, Fred. It's an old mainframe computer. And whoever made this mess must have surprised the old clerk. And they could still be here. Jinkies!
I can't believe it. It's Blue Falcon.
Think twice, dirtbag. If you learn it isn't pain centers like any other perk.
Let's make this dragon scream. Whatever you say, BF.
I can't say I fully endorse the concept of a mass vigilante.
Velma, he's a superhero with a boat full of traps.
I'm gonna help you shed your skin, Snake. One scale at a time.
Oh, let me help you with that, BF. With my handy-dandy fishing magician. It'll rebuild and defectify face in half the time.
Even breathe. There are 17 methods to incapacitate you, and all of them hurt.
We're not bad guys, Mr. Falcon. We're Mystery Incorporated.
Corporate greed is another symptom of a society rotting from the inside out.
You're my hero.
Yeah, like me and Scoob watch you guys on the news all the time.
We solve mysteries and catch bad guys just like you. Are you an unstoppable, perfect crime-stopping machine?
No, he messes up all the time.
In that case, put it there, pal.
What brings you to Crystal Cove, Blue Falcon?
We've been tracking that dragon creature in hopes it would lead us to its evil master.
Well, Masked Man, Crystal Cove is our turf. You want a mystery solved and a villain unmasked? You talk to us.
Hey, Blue Buddy, I like the smell of these kids. Why don't we let them tag along?
Very well. But you should know that should I need to sacrifice anything to get my prey, I'll gladly do it.
Oh, BF. He's not kidding either. Squirrels are totally different than ghosts. I love chasing them. Hey, Scoob, just because I'm a cyborg doesn't mean that I'm not a dog's dog. Here's to ya.
Fred, your ascots are just filthy.
Sorry, Daff. A guy living on the edge just can't afford the niceties.
A person can't live like this. What's going to happen if someone you care about, but who's still on the fence about you, wants to, I don't know, visit? By herself?
Well, I suppose I could move the shark cage out of the back seat to make room, but the lizard hammock stays. I'm firm on that.
Ugh.
These are the computer logs from City Hall. How'd you get past the encryption?
I may not have a bird-themed utility belt and a predisposition for violence, but I do have some mad skills of my own.
And from the looks of things, so does our dragon. He was going through old sales records of all Crystal Cove businesses.
With a special eye toward this one, Quest Industries. It was a cutting-edge tech firm until it was sold to Crystal Cove's most prominent corporation, Destroy-O.
Yeah, I take it you've had dealings with this vile corporation before, and that it's corrupt to its soulless core.
We're well acquainted with the owner, Ricky Owens, codenamed Mr. E, which is why I think we should take point on this one.
Dog Wonder, attack!
Impressive. But I can't help wondering what it accomplished.
My thoughts exactly, Thelma. Why didn't you just ring the bell? Or call ahead for a driver?
A guilty man's bones snap like twigs beneath the grip of justice.
I think what Blue Falcon is trying to say, Mr. E, is that there's a certain metallic dragon sniffing around your business, and we'd sure like to know what you know about it.
I don't know what you're talking about. Unless perhaps I would be willing to tell you what I know in exchange for a certain planispheric disc.
Nothing doing, E. Finders keepers, losers, jeepers!
It's easy way, without a way. I'm ready to go for the hard way. Dynamite, the dental instruments.
Ooh, right-o, BF!
Hey, don't look now! What that dragon you've never heard of is ransacking your lab!
Move, terminate with extreme prejudice. Use of deadly force sanctioned.
Look, the dragon! It's uploading information from the computer to its core! It's a reasonable guess.
Get away from my bar!
Take off, my precious dragon. Eat, put on long soft fries in my clutches.
That voice. Could it be Sin? So you're the dragon's file keeper. I'd recognize the foul resonance of your vibrato anywhere.
His voice does have a special quality about it. I wonder if he's considered a career in the music business.
So, Blue Falcon has discovered I controlled the dragon. But he is too late. For at long last, I have discovered the location of the Quest X power source. Quest hid it in the dog. The Quest X power source is in the dog.
Get Blue Falcon!